Avoid using ChatGPT, YouTube, Google, Gemini for confidence building tips and techniques. I said what I said. Lot of working professionals immediately the moment they want to work on their confidence, they ask this platform that, hey, how do I build my confidence? But let me tell you the harsh reality. Confidence is built by working on a self-esteem, not directly on your confidence, because confidence tips and techniques is going to be temporary in case you just work on your confidence tips and techniques without working on self-esteem, because self-esteem is a root and confidence is a branch. Okay, and if you're not working on the root, this is something that is always going to be temporary, and you'll always seek for the guidance. You'll always keep asking ChatGPT that how do I build confidence, which is not going to work out, and it is just going to drain your energy, time, energy, and then you end up thinking that maybe public speaking is not for me, and you'll always keep losing the opportunities at your workplace, like promotions or the presentation opportunities or the growth. You'll always lack because you didn't work on the basics, that is the foundation of confidence, and you directly look forward to work on this. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you that what to do, and if I'm helping you, if you need to work on the self-esteem, how do you entirely work upon it? I'm going to give you the step-by-step guide. So, welcome back again to Sujata's talk show. I'm your coach, Sujata. I'm an international celebrity public speaking coach. I'm into this industry for the last 7 years. I have mentored CEOs, founders, professionals, industry leaders, and pageant and celebrities as well. And with my 8 years of experience, all that I have understood that it is not about confidence. It is more about this. Okay, so listen to me. Now, when it comes to self esteem is all about how and what you feel about yourself, and confidence is a feeling. Okay, in order to evoke that feeling, you have to work on this. Okay, now fear is an emotion, confidence is a feeling, and this emotion is something that you will keep coming across this emotion, and we experience a lot of emotion during the entire day, right? And whatever you're going to learn today is something that you need to keep nurturing every single time, and until you don't put everything that I tell you into the practice, again this is not going to work out. All right, let's go. Now, when it comes to self esteem, these are the categories that we need to majorly focus to work upon. That is your self confidence, your self talk, your self acceptance, your self belief, and self love. Now, why these things are very important? Because if you don't love yourself, and if you constantly keep talking negatively, if you are not accepting who you are, you feel uncomfortable with your body, you feel that my this outfit do not look good on me, or if you have a belief that, oh, I don't think that I'll be ever to become successful, or I don't think that I deserve this leadership position, your self esteem, self belief is low again. And if you are someone who don't love yourself, all of these things is something that is going to pop out, and that is where we're going to work on this, and it's very important that you work on. Now let's come back to the self confidence part. Now, in order to boost your self confidence, work on your self confidence, it's important that the very first thing that you build evidence. Because we all are like, we have a lot of evidence telling that I didn't speak well that day, so maybe I don't deserve, or that is someone told me something and maybe they are true, or maybe you failed somewhere, the manager criticized you. You have a lot of negative evidence right now. So, what I want you to do is that I want you to build a lot of positive evidence where people appreciated you, you spoke really well, you grabbed that opportunity despite you found it hard, and all of those things. Now start building a positive evidence that will help you to boost your confidence. Now, next thing is act before you feel ready. It's very important because we overthink so much in our mind that I don't think that I can do it, and you question yourself, and you do not take action, you do not act. just because you're living in your head with a delulu that you cannot do it. So just grab an opportunity, act before before you think. Okay, before you think you're ready, the moment you're done with that, you will feel the sense of confidence and feel the sense of proudness about yourself, and again that will contribute a lot to your confidence. Now, again, next thing, let's work upon the other thing is that prepare more. The third tip is prepare more. It's very important that every time that you are asked to give your presentation meetings, it's important that you prepare, but it's important that you prepare more. What does it mean? That you have more knowledge about the subject. So anything happens on the stage, you do not fumble, mumble, and all. So becoming a subject matter expert is very important before you take up any opportunities and know more about the topic. That's it. Next, self talk. Let's understand that your self talk is directly impacting your confidence. See, whatever you speak, your body remembers and your body reacts accordingly. And we are somebody, we focus more on negative than the positive. And I know that even if I tell you that, hey, speak positively, think positive, nothing is going to work out until you don't put this into practice consistently every single day and make it a habit, so that it gets into your personality. So that is where I say that identify negative self-talk before you start working on positive self-talk and you become positive. It's important that identify what are the negative self-talk that I'm already having. That is something that is going to help you out, because the negative self talk again will drop your confidence. So identify a negative self talk, write it down. Once you're done, then you can reframe it. Reframe into the positive self talk. That negative self talk is this. Now I'm going to write a positive self talk. That example, I'm not good at English. Now in the positive self talk, you're gonna write down that I'm great at English. Rather than telling I don't look beautiful, you say that I look amazing. I am the prettiest, beautiful girl in the world. So always reframe your thoughts. That's very important. And next is cut off the negative people. It's very important that you cut off a negative people, because negative self-talk also evokes in you. You think negative. It is because of your environment as well. So look around, think about what kind of content are you consuming, what kind of people are you surrounded with, what kind of thoughts are you bringing on, and it happens only because of your environment. So you cut off them. That's very important. Next is self acceptance. Self acceptance is very important. It took a lot of time for me to embrace who I am, because I was always having insecurity about my bunny teeth. It took a lot of time to embrace my flaw. And even if you are somebody who is thin, who is fat, who is skinny, who is dark, who is you have a lot of insecurity about your hair, teeth, whatever, ensure that you embrace who you are. And that is where the moment you how do you embrace it? The moment you practice gratitude, this is something that will come to you very naturally. Next is do not compare. We also don't love or accept ourselves. It is because we compare ourselves with someone else who is doing better. But you don't know that they are in the 50th chapter and you just got started. And again, this impacts your confidence. So that is where do not compare with people, and just compare with your growth, that who am I today and who am I becoming. That will help you a lot. Next is heal your trauma. Even if you had a past conditioning about people had not accepted you, you were abandoned as a kid by your parents, by your friends, even then, yeah, it's important that you work on your trauma, you heal it, so that it contributes to your confidence. Next is self belief. I hope until here it is clear. Let's talk about self belief. Again, if I do not think about myself, if I do not believe who I am, if I do not have a strong belief pattern, my confidence will impact again, because I feel that I cannot do it. I feel that I this is not out in my potential. I feel that I don't deserve this. So my belief is so limited. So I want you to be so abundant with your thoughts and understand that the moment you start keeping your small promises, your mind will start believing that, hey, you have done once, you can do it once again. So start keeping your small promises. You tell that I'll get up at 5, get up at 5. You tell that I'll start eating healthy, start eating healthy. The moment you keep promises, it will contribute to your confidence. Next is build a proof list. As I told you that having an evidence is very important. The moment you document your achievement, the moment you document the appreciations that you receive from people, the moment you build a proof list, even that contributes a lot to your confidence. Next is borrow belief. Sometimes You do not believe your own self. So when this happens, borrow belief, hire a mentor like me or anybody, or have a friend who believes in you, have a partner who believes in you, and your environment will contribute a lot in believing who you are, and that directly or indirectly contributes to your confidence. Next, the final thing is self love. Yes, when I was traveling in a train and I met this student, and I was asking him that, hey, do you love yourself? Because I have this habit of carrying my book and I write, I keep journaling, I put my thoughts in my book. So I asked him that, hey, do you love yourself? He said, no, I don't love myself. I don't love at all. And that feeling is not good, because you live in this body, and it's very important that you love yourself so that you can be kind enough with yourself. When you fail, you can eat healthy, when you can have a healthy lifestyle, and that consistency discipline will happen only if you love yourself, and that is something that will directly contribute to your confidence. And that is where I say that set boundaries. If somebody is crossing your boundaries, it's important that set and tell people that, hey, I do not entertain this. And that boundaries will be set only when you have high self-esteem and you love yourself. Next is talk kindly to yourself. As I mentioned, that self-talk matters a lot. Otherwise, again, you will be in a same loop of delulu. Next is love letter. And I want to give you this activity. Is that now I want you to pause this video, subscribe to my channel if you're not done, comment down if you love this video. Once you have completed watching this video, I want you to go back, grab a paper, and start writing a love letter to yourself. Tell that how much you love yourself, tell that how much you praise, and tell that you're grateful for how you are and how far you have come. The moment you write a love letter to yourself, I know it feels cliche, but at the same time, the moment you do this, and by end of the letter, you will thank me in this video, telling that, Sujata, thank you so much for allowing me or telling me to write a love letter to myself. Because the feeling is something that we need to evoke in order to work on your confidence. As I mentioned, that confidence is a feeling, and to evoke that, try doing all of these things. And this is not just like one time thing. It has to get to practice this until this do not get into your personality, right? And if you love the video, and I'm sure that you have got a lot of learning, if you have loved the video, I keep posting a lot of videos on my YouTube channel. Comment down if you want what was your takeaway. Subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button so that you get notification, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.